What's up, YouTube? SG26 reporting with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Series, and I'm playing with Constellars against Brotherhood of the Fire Fist. So from here, I go Sheraton, and I get the Pollux, and I set the bottomless, and then my opponent MSTs and goes into a duality, and I believe they got the MST off of that duality, and go Brotherhood Fire Fist. I believe that was a dragon, and Wolf. I think it's Wolfberg. I'm not really sure what the other card was, but apparently it works with that archetype. So anyway, so I go Star Chart, Pollux, Cost, go into a Beehive, draw off Star Chart because of the Exceed Summon, and I run over the Dragon. This is only my I believe my sixth or seventh, possibly eighth time. Not really sure. I haven't kept count, but all I know is the first 5 attempts I had with this deck, I got Ruffle Stomp with. I'll tell you that much. So I'm definitely a noob. I'm still trying to play with it, because I like them. I mean they get around a lot of things. But anywho, so monsters in the grave. So I special the light red Gearfried, summon the Sombras, use Sombras effect, remove Sheridan to get the cost back, summon cost, go into a Pleiades, get the plus off Star Chart, bounce their boss monster, Exceed monster that is, and then I swing for 28 and 25. And as you can see, my opponent has a full back row, so nothing they can really do after this unless they had Gores. But and they summoned, and I had Pleiades. That was game. This one here, playing against Gravekeepers, I definitely misplayed big time just for going too fast, and you'll see why. And I'll explain it to you when I get there. So Sheraton and set the Mirror Force. So my opponent discards Commandment, and then they go Necro Valley into the Malefic Stardust. I activate Mirror Force, get the Malefic Stardust off the field, and they set to pass turn. So then and here's where it begins to get kind of iffy. I don't know why they tried to Valor the Pollux because it's conditioned, but maybe they just didn't understand it right. So I go play these, they bottoms, and I foolishly activated Monster Reborn. Stupid of me. But then my opponent says, "Oh well, you fail," as if they said it kind of cockingly. But it's cool. It was all good. I didn't worry about it. I mean that's what happens when you move too fast. So I go Pollux into cost, and increase both levels by 1 to get the Tyrus. And then I ran over one of his Gravekeepers in order to pop that Necro Valley right off the field. That way, excuse me, so I can have at least access to my graveyard. So, but my opponent discarded the commandment to get another Necro Valley, obviously. So I didn't have enough monsters in grave. That's why Light Red Gearfried stayed in my hand. So I swung with the Tyrus, and obviously had to detach. I think there was only 4 lights with different names in my grave. And then look what happened, Royal Tribute. I was like, are you kidding me? So then I drew the warning. I set the warning. He's left top decking. He's got the commandment. Not commandment. Yeah, it's commandment. And then I warning his commandment. I was like, it ain't going to be that easy, buddy. So then I got the bribe, set the bribe. Then my opponent drew, set a back row, ended past turn, drew an MST. Very excited about that because I sure was thinking, man, I sure hope I can get an MST right real soon here. Then obviously I MST that Necro Valley. Got back, got the Valor in hand, played Duality, got the Sheridan, summoned the Sheridan, and I believe I got a Sombras. Swung for 7. Then past turn, opponent drew, apparently had nothing. They passed turn back to me. So drew another Sombras, summoned the Sombras, and only to realize I actually tried to activate Sombras's effect when I went on the field. And then I was like, wow, gee, why that ain't happening? But duh, I've already activated Avarice, so I didn't have anything. So they set 2 back row. I tried to play heavy, then they end up Judgment in it. So, which was no problem. Good. Now you use more life points. With a bait out, use Sombras, went into an Omega. They tried to bounce, use Omega's effect. From there on out, I was like, now who failed? So I ended up messaging them that, but they didn't message me back, so whatever. Anyway, Karakuri. Very, very good matchup, actually. This was a very fun duel. So they did some spamming and went and got a synchro, boss monster synchro, and went into a Zen mains past turn. No problem for me. I went to Grady, then I went into a cost. Excuse me. And I believe I went into a Tyrus, if I'm not mistaken, just so I can try to run over the Zen mains, so I can activate Tyrus' effect, pop the synchro, and Tyrus can't be destroyed by card effects, so it didn't. As long as they had material, so it didn't bother me none. Then a Monster Reborn it. So at that point, I was like, you got to be kidding me. But then I was like, you know what? Maybe it's a good thing because they burned it kind of early, so it's not a problem. So they run over Tyrus, and then Zen mains hit me for 15 to the face, past turn. So I drew a Sombrish, but then I played Dark Hole to get the synchro off. Then played Sombrish to get the cost back, and then I ran over Zen mains, and then hit them for 18. And I think from here I went into a Pleiades, if I'm not mistaken. And I said, there's no way that my opponent has Dark Hole in their hand, or it is gonna pull Dark Hole at all. Then look what happened. They play Dark Hole. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. So I guess those instincts do really work. So I go with Sheridan. Then I get the Pollux and I swing into their face down purposely. I actually did that purposely because I wanted to see what it was. Um, Quite possibly I shouldn't have done it, but whatever. Doesn't matter. And so from here, my opponents just began to spam, if I'm not mistaken, two synchros and swing over the monster that I had, and then swing and hit me 52 to the face. Uh, and then because I survived that, this actually cost my opponent game because they didn't finish me off right then and there. But they negated my Avarice attempt. No problem. Had to think. I went Pollux, Sombrish, use Sombrish effect, get back cost, normal summon the cost, use cost's effect to increase Pollux and Sombrish, and I went into a Pleiades, bounced one of the synchros, then overlaid Pleiades with M7, ran over the other synchro, and ran over their defense position monster. Now I'm in control. I have nothing to worry about, especially if they tried to summon, and because I got M7 on board, so I didn't really think too much of it. And I had good cards in hand, so I went ahead and swung for 18 and 27. Set that Horn of the Phantom Beast, and from here on out, it was just game. So um, again, guys, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe if you haven't, and 20 likes while I put my deck list up. Until then.